I don't know if we got that recorded or not, Alecia, but you know, I don't think I'll mention it just in case we do. Hello, for those of you who are wondering who the voice is, it's me, Elder Jeffrey S. Wright from One Voice Ministries and Call to Worship. We are interviewing two lovely ladies. Introduce yourselves, please.
Diedre Taylor.
Alecia DeCou.
Yes, and they are truly lovely ladies. They work here in a music ministry at, which church is this?
Covenant Community United Methodist Church, Baldwin, Michigan.
That's correct. And now, how long have you ladies been here? You, Alecia, have been here?
Oh, I've been here probably about 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Wow. And Diedre?
I've probably been here about 10.
Now, you two work together quite a bit.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's safe to say, you know, that you are allies, partners in crime, and all that other wonderful, just...
Yeah, when she does what I say.
Now,
which isn't often.
so you both have a mind of your own, that's what you're getting at. Well, that should make for an even greater show. Alecia, how about you tell us a little bit about the program that's coming up here, when it is?
Okay, well the concert is on October 26th. On a Friday at 7 o'clock here at the United Methodist Church, and we are located 1/2 mile north of the courthouse in Baldwin on M37. On the east side of the road, there's a white cross out there, so if you're looking for it, you'll see it right there. It's right beyond Pat's Pit Stop. And the reason we're doing this is we're raising money for our music ministry. We're trying to get some equipment in here to make it more worshipful when we praise the Lord.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful thing when people are willing to make these sacrifices to promote music ministries in churches, because quite frankly those have been diminishing. They're starting to shrink up a little bit in the smaller churches. So I'm excited to hear about your program and what you're going to be doing. So this is to basically get a sound system here for your church.
Yes.
So you can expand its ministry of music. Now Diedre, you're a vocalist.
Yes.
How long have you been a vocalist?
All my life.
So that's 21 years?
No.
No, okay.
About 55 or 60 years.
Okay.
55.
So I'm about in your area there, so yeah, I've been at it since I was 4, so that's like 47 years, so okay. And what drew you to music? Do you remember what it is about it that kind of spoke to you?
No, I don't. I have always sung.
It's just something that was there.
Yes.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about what you will be doing here at the concert. Now that's Friday the 26th of this month, October.
Yes.
Okay, and the time?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
So
And
you
so
even speak in unison.
oh, I think that's kind of cute. I did, when I watched the two of you working together, I kind of think of the Bobbsey twins. Do you know who they were? A lot of people don't, but I loved the Bobbsey twins.
Yeah, we're old. We know the Bobbsey twins.
I'm trying to boost your egos here, being 21 and 15.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, so you've been singing like all of your life.
Yes.
And what are you going to be doing here at this benefit concert?
I'm going to be doing a little of this and a little of that. I'm going to be singing a Marty Hogan, part of his Agape Mass to open. I'm going to be doing, that's my solo, I'm going to be doing at least one duet, Be Not Afraid, possibly another one, I'm still working on that, possibly a trio, we're still working on that, but I will sing whatever anybody puts in front of me.
Okay. Well, I've been your coach long enough to know that you are not afraid of anything musically, so that's awesome. And yeah, that's wonderful. Now, Alecia, you've been a pianist for how long?
Oh, probably about 40 years,
Okay.
45.
And now, you were self-taught?
No, I was taught by Auntie Floss.
Auntie Floss.
Who lived right down the block from me, and she was wonderful. She used to take me once a week for a half an hour, and I had these little practice books that I had to fill in, which I lied about mercilessly. And I practice, but I didn't practice what I was supposed to. I'm not proud of that, God.
That's a shock. I didn't know anyone that studied piano did that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, see, with voice lessons, you can't really do that.
Yeah,
so,
well,
you know,
she
if you
could
don't
tell,
practice, they knew. They knew.
She knew. I'm surprised she kept me on.
And so how long were you with her?
I was with her for 3 years.
Okay. Foundational building then.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. And now you've been involved in this music ministry here for 20 years?
Yes.
Okay. And you for 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. So what brought the two of you together? Is there a story behind that when you first met and kind of realized, ooh, what kind of...
It was kismet. I haven't got a clue. She came, she sang. We worked out.
Kismet, I like that word. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it kismet for you too?
Well, yes, it was. Actually, I sang my very first solo in this church.
Ah.
And because I had never sung much in front of people. And, yeah, people. And Alecia was always there and always encouraging and always willing to play anything. And as I developed, she accompanied the choir. She did anything that we asked her to do. So, and does it very, very well.
Yes.
And never complains.
Never.
Never. And is never grumpy either. Just want you to know that.
That would, no, I could not ever picture a grumpy musician. No. And I grew up in an arts household. There were never grumpy people under our roof. I'm looking for the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
That's why there's this.
Because you're sitting right near the pulpit.
I know. It's like, who's the closest to judgment? Me, as usual. So anyway, the two of you met 10 years ago, and since then have been making music together for this church and other activities as well, I'm sure. But in regards to this concert that's coming up, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the other people who are going to be participating, what they do, vocalist, pianist.
Okay, do you want to go first and then I can fill in, or do you want me to go first and you can fill in?
Doesn't really matter. We have invited Ginny Gardner, who is a member of the Baptist Baldwin Church, and her mother will be accompanying her, that's Shirley Gardner. Mm-hmm. And she is going to be doing the nail-scarred hand. We have invited Jeffrey Wright.
I'm behind the camera, people. Yeah.
Master vocalist.
Master vocalist, yeah.
We twisted his arm. He's going to be our main dish, if you were.
I'm like fine caviar on a platter. Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Who else is
He can take caviar.
Yeah, that would be the main question. It's like.
No, you have a wonderful voice.
Thank you very much.
It's like being in the throne room, truly.
We have Debbie Duffy.
Yes.
Who is doing this as her last performance here in Baldwin. It's my understanding. For a long time to come. She's moving to Detroit. She's a good soprano. And she and I are doing a duet, and possibly she's part of our trio. We're not quite sure. The other lady that's part of the trio is Erica Anderson from Luther. Mm-hmm. And she and I also may be doing a duet. These are all subject to time constraints. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, the usual artistic thing.
Yes, the usual artistic things.
I know how those work, yes.
It's whom can we coerce?
Well, you know, I think it's easy to get people to participate in programs like this because they are so worthwhile. Who wouldn't want to donate some time to a cause that furthers a ministry of art and music in a church? I mean, what musician wouldn't want to do that? That's really hard for me to even, I know there are some who wouldn't, but hard for me to imagine it. I really can't.
A very fine pianist.
Mary Ellen Beatty, 90 years old.
90 years old.
And she can really crank it out. And she's doing a rendition of The Old Rugged Cross.
No.
We have Tracy Parker, who is a wonderful vocalist and will be singing Wind Beneath My Wings. We have my sister, who's a very fine vocalist and will be singing possibly, and my nephew and his wife. He was a state vocalist. He won first prize in a vocal contest at state in high school. He's got a very fine voice.
And what's his name?
His name's Kevin Trucks, and his wife Ann Trucks possibly are going to do that. They've had a recent tragedy, and I don't know if they'll be able to come. And Mary and Jerry Anderson from the United Church of Christ will be here. They're quite a duo. She plays beautifully the piano. Her music teacher was also my music teacher. And I have to say she studied a lot harder than I did. And her husband's quite a vocalist. He's very good. And then there's the Guitar College of Music from Luther that we've asked to come, but I haven't heard, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, that would be awesome if they could make it.
Well, they're supposed to be quite humorous, so
Yes.
I don't know if they're possibly coming or not. But.
They have a reputation for humor.
Oh, you know them?
I know of them and their performances, and they have a reputation for humor.
Why? Yeah, I hope they can come.
I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to go into my church, fall on the floor and say, bring those guitar guys, they're a hoot.
And then Gary's singing a solo too.
Gary
Uclear.
Okay.
He's one of our attendees at the church too.
Yeah. Was he the one that was here the last time I came in, standing over there playing the guitar? There was a gentleman.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Gary is a very good tenor. He has a very nice tenor voice.
Nice.
I don't know what he's going to be singing. No.
Now, you're a small church, but you're an active church, correct?
Yes, very active.
Very active. And the thing that's really, you know how some people, they will say, as you get older, you kind of stop doing things. That's not true here, is it?
Oh, no.
No, this place is very, very, what's the average age here?
Probably, I would think about 65, 70, wouldn't you think? Somewhere in there.
Well, we've been getting some younger people in, so it's harder. I used to be one of the junior members 10 years ago.
Sweet.
But now I think that it's hard to say because we have attracted some younger people.
Yeah, maybe it is younger.
So your church is growing.
Yes.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
Isn't that exciting?
We have a new pastor, Pastor Ritchie. He's quite the piece of pastorship there. Anybody who comes will sure remember him. He's a lot of fun in the pulpit. Great faith, great faith.
Let me just make sure I get this part of the interview correctly. Quite a piece of pastorship.
Yeah, he's fun. He's great.
Okay. You hear that, Pastor Ritchie? Okay. So if he stops by any of my channels, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We have a piece of pastorship at our church also, so I know what that's like. Now, in regards to that, though, there's an important message, I think, to people that no matter how old you are, it's still worthwhile.
Oh, yes.
And the talents and gifts are still there, because I've known a lot of people, usually when they start getting into the mid-70s, they seem to develop an attitude of, well, why bother? No one's really listening. That is not true. And the gift doesn't go away just because you get older. You know what does happen, though, as you get older? It gets better. So you're going to be presenting one of those wonderful programs. You got diversity in age. Okay, because I recognized a few of the names there that you listed off. You have diversity in age, you have diversity in methodology.
Yes.
These are vocalists who come from many different backgrounds and experiences, so that's always exciting.
Yes.
When you get something like that. You have instrumentalists from diverse backgrounds, so this is really a variety type concert.
Yes. And different churches, we have Catholic, Baptists, Reformed, Christian Reformed, and of course the Methodists.
Yeah, and you mentioned a United Church of Christ,
yes.
Which was, as a teenager, my home church was the Grant United Church of Christ, so familiar with them. Which United Church, the one up here?
Yes.
Okay, good church.
Yeah. I grew up in that church.
Really?
Yes, and I jumped ship, and here I am.
You jumped church from United Church of Christ to United Methodist. You kept the United
Yes,
in there.
yes.
Isn't that interesting?
Definitely united with Christ.
Yeah, it followed you see? So once again, let's reiterate about this concert. Why don't you tell them again where it is, where you're located, if there is a number people can call or a site they can go to if they want further information.
Okay. This again is at the Covenant Community United Methodist Church. If you take the intersection at Baldwin, Michigan, if you take the intersection of US 10 and M37 north on M37, go about a quarter of a mile. It is on the right-hand side, which is the east side of the road. I'd give you the address, but I don't have it with me. But there's a white cross out there, and you see the sign. It's right beyond Pat's Pit Stop. And it is at 7 o'clock Friday evening, October 26th. And I think it'll be well worth attending. It should be a lot of fun and very Christian music, some very traditional music and some more contemporary type music too.
Well, I know my wife and I are terribly excited to have the opportunity to participate in something so worthwhile. I'm looking very much forward to seeing both of your bright, shiny faces there that evening. And for those of you who are hearing my disembodied voice, don't be afraid. There's a body behind the camcorder. So anyway, please, people, please. It's Covenant Community United Methodist Church here in Baldwin, Michigan, just down from Pat's Pit Stop. Don't go there for the concert.
No.
Covenant Community United Methodist Church, because the people at Pat's Pit Stop may be like, what are you all doing here? You know. So
and there's going to be refreshments.
Oh yes, refreshments following.
Do you know what kind of refreshments are going to be?
Probably cakes and cookies, and of course tea and coffee and water. And Methodists do cook very well.
Yes, they do, actually. I know those, yeah. Well, you know, I'll be in the cakes and cookies line.
Okay.
So I will be there. For all of you out there, we hope that you will seriously consider coming to Covenant Community United Methodist Church, October 26th, beginning at 7 p.m. in the evening. We hope to see all of you there. And in the meantime, we're just all going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hello.
Let us not forget, there will be a free will donation at this recital, whatever this is.
Yes.
There will be a donation, but it's free will, and it will go to a sound system for the church, which really badly needs it. Hasn't had an update in 25 years.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing standing down there, getting that boom box to work. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of embarrassing, really, seriously. Our telephone number is 231-745-3232.
And could you repeat that one more time for them?
231-745-3232.
All right, so we really hope to see all of you there. Bye.